Welcome back. It is now day 9. Are you doing keto or thinking about doing keto? If so, send me an email at info@ketoetiquette.com. That will be in the description. I will send you an email. It's free. It has all kinds of information on it. I'm not selling anything at all. It's just, basic information that you need to know about the ketogenic diet. It's pretty simple. It's really just foods. You don't need supplements. Either way, email me if you want some information. It's free. Just all you gotta do is email me, copy and paste. Simple as that. Anyhow, all right. So today I went to the gym. It was leg day. I did legs, I think Wednesday. Today's Friday, and my legs were so sore from doing dumbbell lunges. Those kill me every single time. But either way, working through that soreness this morning was literally torture. So when I got home, had breakfast, 2 eggs, 2 slices of bacon, and a keto coffee. Like always, I know it might seem boring to you, but that is the easiest keto breakfast to make, period. So, and I had the bacon that I baked yesterday, so I just heated it up in the microwave for like 10 seconds and it was ready to go. Use the grease to cook the eggs, obviously. All right, so lunch. We had a different lunch than I normally have. I did have those cheddar brats, which I love, and it's one of my go-to things because it tastes amazing and the macros are decent on it. I've never had these Baby Bell, the little round cheeses you can see on the plate there. My kids love those things, and I thought hey, I eat so much cheese that it might as well bounce back. It was really good. It was super soft and tasted great. I don't know if the macros were 100% awesome on there, but it's cheese, so I don't think you can go wrong there. A couple pickles and this Gatorade Zero. I have yet to test this Gatorade Zero, and I've actually never had this Gatorade Zero until today, and it was really good. I only drank 8 ounces because it's one of those things that if it isn't keto friendly or it is going to mess with your ketones at all, it's a lot better to drink 8 ounces of it than 32 ounces of it. So, just limit yourself. Think about things like that. You don't have to drink that whole bottle because you opened it. It's Gatorade. Does that stuff ever go bad? Anyway, I did have a snack today. I've been hungry all day, which is odd for me, but it is what it is. I had some pork rinds. I actually weighed these out and did 2 servings, so 28 grams of the pork rinds. They were good. Pork rinds are definitely a go-to snack. They're kind of guilt-free, kind of like pickles, I guess in this diet, pickles, if you eat too many of them, it definitely matter where you could crush a whole bag of those pork rinds and it wouldn't even matter. And you can look at the macros. Make sure you look at the macros on those pork rinds because some companies will put like sweet barbecue seasoning and stuff and the sugars will be high and that kind of stuff. So look at those macros on the back of pork rinds. Just saying, I have seen labels have just ridiculous macros for no reason. It's like I eat barbecue pork rinds all the time and the macros don't look like that. So always be looking at the back of those packages and macros. Sorry, I just kicked the camera there. For dinner, I had some hamburger patties. I'll show you the box real quick. So these are just pre-cooked, 100% Angus or whatever. It's something that I've had that if I don't have anything laid out, it's easy. I'll turn the stove on like number 3 or just low heat or whatever, and I'll put those patties on there frozen and just slow cook them, and they eventually will cook up. Anyway, I was super hungry, so I had 2 of those, 3 slices of bacon, 2 slices of cheese. I had, I don't know, what did I even mark it down here? I didn't mark it down, but I had like 50 grams of romaine lettuce with shredded cheese, bacon bits, and ranch. It's kind of my go-to salad. I like that. It's my favorite as far as taste. It does not get old to me. I just change my different lettuces. Maybe we'll do like baby spinach or spinach leaves next week or something. Lettuce is something I don't buy in bulk at all because I feel like it goes bad super quick. I did not finish all my dinner. I ate everything on the plate except for half of one of those hamburgers. So it was like half one of the hamburgers, half of one of the cheeses, half of the bacon content. So I didn't actually have everything that was on that plate. I thought I was hungry enough to eat it. And I also had another 8 ounces of that Gatorade Zero. And let's see here. So we ended the day with 128 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, and 211 grams of fat. The percentage-wise on that will be the carbohydrates at 3%. That's exactly where I'd like to see it, is 3%. That's my favorite place to be, 3 to 5. And then fat was 76 which is great. 70 or above is what we're looking for, and our protein at 21. Those are good percentages to me. I think you're going to be doing the right thing as long as you're doing that. The fat being at 211, I try to stay under 200 grams of fat if I can. It's not a big deal if you're over 200. Again, you're trying to get your body fat adapted. We want to make sure our bodies know, hey, we need to use these ketones that we're making as energy. So that's the whole thing of ketosis, is to produce ketones. Our calories came out to be 2,521. Again, I try to keep it around the 2,000 mark. I'm not worried about how high these numbers are. Again, I'm going back to the gym. My protein being high and my calories being high is not going to be a big deal, because in the end, if your body is in ketosis and you're making ketones, you're doing the right thing. So don't worry about these, your calories being high or your protein being high. Worry about that carbohydrate number and make sure you're getting 100 grams of fat. I know I've said this multiple times and I'm repeating myself, but you need to burn that into your mind. You need 100 grams of fat per day, and you need to make sure that your carbs are under 30. I would say try to keep them more around 20, but either way, I think if you get 100 grams of fat in you, and you have, the carbs at 20 to 30 grams, you should be producing ketones, or your body will at least be understanding, hey, I don't have carbohydrates to run off anymore, so I've got to find a different source of fuel. Again, if your protein is like super high, so if you have 100 grams of fat and your protein is like 200 grams, you might need to cut back on your protein. Well, there's no might to it. You need to cut back on your protein, because that protein will eventually turn into sugar. And yeah, you don't need to do that. Like I said, I didn't really have a whole lot of topic to go over today. I've been working all day for my actual business, Jets Landing, that I quit my job to do full time, and I've been editing videos all day long. So my face has been in a computer for hours and hours, and it's one of those things, I don't think about anything else except for what is right there in front of me, because I'm trying to do the best job I can and make the best videos I can. I just do this on the side. I'm helping you guys. This is not for me. This is for you. I'm going to leave you with this. Count your macros. If you don't have MyFitnessPal or any of these carb trackers or macro trackers, whatever, do it. Do yourself a favor, because here's the deal. You're going to go back and look at that and you'll be like, man, my carbs were high. Then you can go look through the things you ate and see where the carbohydrates were, see where the protein was, see where the fat was, and just you need to know these foods. And once you know these foods, I say after 21 days, don't track it anymore. If you start falling backwards, like you're not losing as much weight as you think you should, then start tracking them again. But if you track for 21 days and you're eating keto-friendly foods for 21 days, you're eventually going to know exactly what to do, because you got to train yourself. This is your diet. It's not mine. It's yours. It is your version of keto, and that's what you need to do. I talk to people all the time, and our views on keto are definitely different. Are we kind of the same? Yeah, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff I don't eat that people do, like avocados. I don't care for avocados. I just eat them every once in a while because my wife loves them. Speaking of, let's go to this plate here. My wife and my daughter Avery wanted eggs and avocado with Parmesan cheese spread on top of it. If I was personally eating this meal, I would have threw bacon in there, but neither one of them really care for bacon. Avery will a little bit, but either way, I would have put bacon in this, and that would have been a perfect keto meal. So eggs, bacon, Parmesan, and avocado. That's a good, well-rounded, fat, protein, low-carb meal. So if you ever want something on the run for dinner, that's definitely different than breakfast. I know it's a bunch of breakfast foods, but it has a way different taste than just eating bacon and eggs. Anyway, again, count your macros. It is going to be so beneficial for you to count macros. That's my word of advice for you today. I'll try to come up with a topic tomorrow. The weekends are always super busy for me, so I'll do the best I can. I don't know what tomorrow will hold, but I am going to get up in the morning and do my Friday workout. It's going to be Saturday, but I call it my Friday workout, and I basically do 2 to 3 supersets of all upper body, and I literally do not take a break during these reps. If you're interested in seeing that, it's kind of like a HIIT training or Tabata training. I don't know. It's weight training, but it's a high intensity weight training, and usually after 45 minutes, I'm absolutely dead. And I'm just getting myself ready for next week whenever my weight training schedule actually comes back to life, because I didn't lift weights for 2 solid weeks. So I never just jump right back in and pick up the 100-pound dumbbells and start pressing them out. Like, if you have not lifted weights for 2 weeks, you don't need to go straight back to the gym and go ham, because you will regret it. Just like with me doing the dumbbell lunges, like, destroyed my legs. They feel good now because I got a good stretch in today. But either way, just be mindful. Your muscles, they're your muscles. If you overdo it, you're going to feel the pain, and you don't want pain. Soreness is okay, but pain is not. Anyway, I've been rambling. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. Until then, keep it keto.